evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network this Friday night. The Bump and Run Street Stock Series back in action as now you're watching the pace car take them off the grid. It's going to be 2 laps of pace action before they actually get to racing here tonight. Take a look at your race information here at New Smyrna Speedway, where they are located here tonight. Right there on your screen here at this half-mile track, 78 degrees in the air, 55% humidity. Partly cloudy with a matching track temperature of 78 degrees. 110 laps of pure street stock race action coming at you this wonderful Friday night. Jeff Wood out there on the pole. As they head down to the backstretch, the pace car will be set to go into the pits this time by. Here we go, pace car into the pits.
Green, green, green.
Jeff Wood to set the pace, and we are off here tonight at New Smyrna. Into the first couple turns they go. Thomas Axum to the outside. Johnny Smith, the 035 to the high side of Stephen Kenny, and we've got an accident already here on the first lap. AJ Brissett, Matthew Heavener, 2 of the drivers involved. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. Looks like it's going to start around the 042 of Shane McCurry. He's going to go smack the inside wall pretty hard. A couple other drivers there going to check up. Looks like Jason Covington's going to check up into Brissett, which starts a chain reaction with the 045 of Don Wilbur. And there, AJ Brissett's going to go for a side-over-side roll before turn number 3 and actually catching the inside catch fence. Not even an official race lap complete. We have a first caution here tonight. Thomas Axum looks to be out ahead of Jeff Wood. We give a shout out to tonight's sponsors, folks. Tonight's sponsors, racegear.com, for the fans, by the fans. Check out the great gear and the awesome articles that they have on their website at racegear.com. Also, Billy Wise's band, he races in this league, the Wise Guys, as well as Over the Top Paints and Designs. Check them out on Facebook. A lot of the paint schemes you see here in this league are designed by Over the Top Paints and Designs. Light should be off the pace car the next time by. We should be back green on lap number 7. Here's a look at your top 5, though it's not really changed that much. Right there it is. Thomas Axum, Jeff Wood, Johnny Smith, Stephen Kinney, West Holland. So 2 rookies up there in the top 5 as the lights come off that pace car. Thomas Axum will be setting the pace. Jeff Wood to the outside. Here we go. Pace car into turn 3, now into turn 4. Into the restart zone they go as the pace car heads in. Thomas Axum setting the pace out of 4.
Green flag.
The green flag flies. We're back to the race on lap number 7.
right, man. Caution
And
is
it looks
out.
like
Caution
we're going
is
to have
out.
another major incident out of turn number 2. Not quite sure what is going on here tonight. Looks like somebody back there over on their Danny Lawson. Let's go back and take a look at the 077. New Smyrna doesn't seem like it's a tough track to be able to navigate, and here tonight so far haven't actually completed one racing lap, as right there Danny Lawson's going to come off the wall coming out of 2, get into Craig Covington, hit the inside wall, and just go for a roll. Take a look at that air time. And a little helping hand there from the 96 Lowe's Chevrolet of Craig Covington. And that 077 will need flipped over. So practice, the question in mind here tonight, seeing as the fact that 9 laps are complete. 8 of them coming from caution pacing laps. Looks like they will be implementing single file restarts here. Although we'll have to see once the lights come off the pace car if they begin to bunch up double wide or if they're actually going to stay single file. And the lights come on, so it will be a double file restart. At number 4 car that you see right there behind Jeff Wood, starting in 4th position at this restart here on lap number 13, heading into lap 13. That's Wes Holland. He is the series points leader coming into tonight's race. Here we go. Pace car set to go into the pits. Axum Wood up front.
Green flag.
There's the green flag. We are back to the race on lap 13. And we make it out of turn number 2. Thomas Axum into turn number 3 now as he works the lower groove, hugging that yellow line. You the drivers up there in the mid. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, our first race lap complete heading into lap 14 tonight. Johnny Smith to the inside of Jeff Wood. Jeff Wood hanging on to that outside groove, the 049, another rookie. Chris Roberts making his debut here tonight as he's working the inside back there in 4th position, just off of Jeff Wood to the outside now, moving into 3rd position. So Roberts moves back to 4th, Wes Holland to the outside of the rookie. And take a look at Don Wilbur now to the inside of Jason Hughes as they make their way down the backstretch into turn number 3, and Wilbur will go to the inside. Trimble right there behind him, the 22 machine. Nationwide is on his side here tonight as he's in the top 10. Now moving up into 7th position to the inside of the 58 Broncos Chevrolet of Jason Hughes. Thomas Axum down into turn number 3 as the rookie Johnny Smith behind him as they come out of the 4th turn. Smith looking to the inside for an inside pass. Driven Motorsports, sponsor on that car. Not going to have the momentum to get around that Tom Axum Trucking Chevrolet as the Skull Bandit back there in 3rd position now looks to seek out Johnny Smith. Although the rookie Chris Roberts right there behind him looking pretty solid here tonight has got a nice little groove working there in a rhythm. The series points leader, Wreckham West Holland, the Jimmy John's Chevrolet, moving his way through turns 1 and 2, now into the backstretch. Coming into tonight's race, 3-point lead over rookie A.J. Brissett, back there in 7th position. The yellow and white car you see there, another Driven Motorsports teammate with Johnny Smith. Smith onto the bumper of Axum as they work through turn number 2, but in the backstretch, Axum pulls away. Now into turn number 3, still working that lower groove here tonight. That is the preferred line. A lot of the guys who've chosen the high side have lost a few positions. They seem to be single file here into lap number 20. You can tell that Roberts back there is anxious for an inside pass on Jeff Wood. Wood's going to shut the door in turn number 3. As they head back into the first couple turns here on lap 21, Jeff Wood with a slight push. We'll have to see how this will affect the next 20 laps here for the 64 Skoal car. Tuned in last Friday night at Southern National Motorsports Park. This car was the dominant car of the night. Fortunately, with some animosity to the 99 of Matthew Hevener, a lot of damage ensued on that 64, pretty much ruined his chances. And a victory is now the 049 looks to the inside of turn number 3. Roberts to the quarter panel of Wood. Now will be at door level coming out of 4. But that high side is grabbing the momentum out of the 4th turn. And it looks like Roberts will still remain in 4th position. Holland, though, on his bumper, putting the pressure on the rookie. Holland's going to push high. Tribble now looks to the inside. Tribble looking to get in the top 5 here tonight. As they battle into the first turn, Brian Tribble with a little bit of rear end sway.
All right, man.
Has to check up. And it looks like the 99 of Hevener may be involved in this one. Let's go back and take a look. Looks like Hevener is actually just out there trying to accumulate points. Not exactly sure he's the initial cause. It doesn't look like it's going to be Hevener. Although the 076 of Stephen Kinney looked to be have gotten loose, if I can get my English correct. Dial it back just one more time here, see if we can capture that issues here with Stephen Kinney. Have some contact there off of Bad Bob Wells and spin to the inside. So there is your resulting caution out of the 076 Stephen Kinney, getting loose right before the start-finish line as a result coming out of the 4th turn, hitting the side of Bad Bob Wells. So with some pit action going on early on in this race, Jeff Wood now out of pit road. Some of the other drivers we saw down there making their way into the front stretch. Guys staying out right here, the 033 of A.J. Brissett will go to the race lead. Warmer temperatures here tonight definitely making it tough. Now you see the 042. Shane McCurry come down pit road. See what McCurry does here is it looks like right side is going to get jacked up, so he'll at least have 2 outside tires put on that car. So the lights off the pace cars. They head into the backstretch here on lap 29. We'll get the green flag on lap 30. Two rookies up front. Stephen Kinney, A.J. Brissett. Have to see how this will have out as Heavener back there in third position with a lot of damage on its car. Pace car into the pits as they work their way out of the fourth turn. Brissett with the pace. Here we go. The green flag's in the air, and we're back to the race on lap 30. And Axum, you can tell, is trying to make his way through the pack. Fresher tires, wants to get around these guys who stayed out to the inside of Matthew Heavener. Hughes on his bumper as well, following him on the inside. Brew. Big push. Jeff Wood up to the high side. Axum now working his way up to Kinney. Big pack battle back here around ninth position as Brian Tribble to the inside of Jeff Wood, and Johnny Smith relentless on the bumper of Jeff Wood through turn 4. Wood now to the outside of Holland. Tribble to the inside of Heavener as they work their way through the first couple turns into the backstretch. A lot of push from the drivers, and oh, we may have an incident. Somebody got clocked hard off the wall, and it looks like it was Jason Covington. See some damage there on the side of that car and on the front as well. Axum now into second position, looking to run down the rookie A.J. Brissett. Brissett second in points, coming into tonight's race, just 3 points behind that 13 car. Into the front stretch, here we go. Axum on the fresher set of tires. Going to look for an inside pass. Brissett swings wide. That opens the door for Axum. And Thomas Axum takes over the race lead here on lap 34. Tribble now trying to get ahead of Holland. David Johnson, the 000 car, had a chance to talk with him last week at Southern National. Newer guy in the league as well, running that 000 car. Swimming around right there with rookie Chris Roberts. Jeff Wood just ahead, though, looking for an inside pass on Tribble. Tribble's going to shut the door in turn number 1 on the 64 car. Brissett now about 2.5 car lengths behind. Thomas Axum coming out of turn number 4 into lap 37. Hughes looking like he's on a rail here tonight, back in third position as he works his way out of turn number 2 into the backstretch. This Broncos Chevrolet started 11th here tonight, and he's currently sitting in third position. Out of turn number 4, running down the 033, those fresher tires. Definitely helping the cause as he heads into turns 1 and 2. And it looks like an inside pass job coming down the backstretch, possibly for the 58. He got a little tight coming out of turn 2. And he's really trying to drive that car. A little possible oversteer out of the 58 is slowing him up just a little bit. It looks like he is going to gain some ground here on lap 39. Holland behind Kinney, ahead of Bad Bob Wells as he works his way through turn 4. Jeffrey Wood on the move back there behind Bad Bob as well. And that school car to the inside is set up for a pass down the backstretch. Not going to do it this time by Holland and Kinney side by side, but Holland will have the position coming into the front stretch. Now moves into fourth as Kinney tags the wall before turn number 1. And here comes Bad Bob Wells to the inside of Stephen Kinney. Looking for a turn 3 pass, dives it down, hugs the yellow line. Kinney goes up to the middle groove. Out of turn number 4, side by side into the front stretch. And we've got another caution on the field. And Shane McCurry looking really slow in the backstretch. Let's go back and take a look. right there, coming out of turn number 2. He's going to start to slide. The tires will catch grip. Swinging that rear end right around, and he's going to go right up into the wall. Right turn on the menu for the 042, and nearly a front end collision with that outside wall. Tough break there. Result a little oversteer coming out of the turn, and that's what's going to happen. This is the Bump and Run Street Stock Series here this Friday night at New Smyrna. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, more race action to come your way, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to New Smyrna this Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dustin Caldwell. Thanks for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network. I think we're back underway here on lap number 48. Jason Hughes out front now. As he comes down to the front stretch into lap number 50, West Holland on his bumper. Hughes, ninth in points coming into tonight's race, trying to hold off the series points leader into turn number 3. Holland's going to dive it into the inside. Nothing going. The 58 car should have some momentum coming out of the 4th turn. Just to the head, but here in turn number 1, Holland to the inside at a crucial point. Had a nose outside of Jason Hughes and should be to the lead. We'll have to see where the scoring system decides to put it to. 077 of Danny Lawson looking really slow. Let's run back the camera and take a look at the action. Just ahead of McCurry. Right there, it's going to start with Kinney and Tribble. So we'll dial it back one more time to capture the contact between Tribble and Kinney. Kinney right there Tribble out of 2. Oh, and Tribble, so it is Tribble that's going to cause it. It's way loose. It comes right up the track. It tags the rookie Stephen Kinney. That's what's going to bring out the caution flag. Brissett trying to squeeze through there. We'll have some contact, as well as the 32 car of Billy Wise. Shane McCurry and Danny Lawson will go to the inside. Now it's collide just up to the high side, tagging the brakes. Boyd, most of that in contact. So it does appear currently at this time that Jason Hughes is in the lead. He was at the lead at the time of the caution. Again tonight, folks, we give a shout out to our sponsors here at New Smyrna for the Bump and Run Street Stock Series. RaceGear.com, one of the sponsors. Check out their website. It's for the fans, by the fans, people who just love racing in general, love to bring you some great products as well as some great articles. Check it out at RaceGear.com. The Wise Guys, Billy Wise's band, the 32 car that we just saw. Over the top paints and designs, John Hedrick drives the number 5 car here in this series. He is pretty much the guy behind the curtain, if you will, for over the top paints and designs. A lot of the paint schemes you see out here tonight are done by that man right there. Give him a check out on Facebook, Over the Top Paints and Designs. Lights come off the pace car into lap 56. West Holland will be to the outside of Jason Hughes. Takes him towards turn number 3. Into the pits it goes. Hughes with the base coming out of turn number 4. Here we go.
Green flag, green
All
flag.
to the outside. There's the green flag. We're back to the race. Axum and Holland seem to be side by side. Number 1, Axum to the outside of Holland. Nice little battle for second position. Holland's going to swing just a little bit out of 2. Axum does not have the clear to come down in the lower groove, although he'd like to be there in second position. Slide action there from West Holland coming out of the 4th turn. Johnny Smith and Bad Bob Wells are going to get into it in turn number 4. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. And by dive bombing it, he's going to get the rookie loose, Johnny Smith. Jeff Wood, Billy Wise right there, Jason Covington, Heavener to the high side there as they work their way through turn 4. And with that being said, that is going to bring out another caution on the night. Race summary on your screen, folks. 6 cautions, 3 lead changes here in the first 60 laps. It's about a 1 for 10, 1 caution every 10 laps. Top 5 currently: Jason Hughes, Thomas Axum, Chris Roberts, Don Wilbur, and Brian Tribble. series coming to a close here in a couple of weeks. Out of New Smyrna tonight, race number 6 in the 8-race series will move into Rockingham next Friday night, and in 2 weeks on September 30th, we'll take on Richmond for the series finale. Brian Tribble currently sitting in the top 5, 5th position. Coming into tonight, 3rd in points. Just 6 behind West Holland. Very close battle. Hughes tonight looking to pick up his first victory in the series. Base car now into turn number 3. Head into the bends, and there it goes. Jason Hughes, Thomas Axum out front. Here we go, out of the 4th turn.
Green
The
flag,
green
green
flag
flag.
flies. We're back to the race on lap 64. Cars are flying now. Into the front stretch, the battle between Hughes and Axum. Axum able to get around Jason Hughes as they went through turn number 1. Starting to pull away just a bit. Here comes the rookie Chris Roberts right behind him. Brian Tribble on the move in 4th position, just in front of Jeff Wood. Into the back stretch. And Stephen Kenny going to look for an inside pass there on Jason Covington. Battle for 7th position across the start finish line, and Covington on the bumper of Wilbur. Right there trying to, might even say bump draft, but it looked like he was just straight pushing the 045 car. And Kenny was able to pass with ease on the inside. Into the front stretch across the start finish line into lap 68. Thomas Axum here tonight. Taking a look at the information on the screen, has led 38 laps of this race, started 2nd. The England driver finds himself up front with a fast lap time here tonight, 20.203. And right behind him, Jason Hughes, total of 21 laps led here this evening. Only 2 drivers to lead laps in this race. And a nice side-by-side battle with Wilbur and Jason Covington. Wilbur's going to tag the wall coming out of 2. Covington's going to go to the high side. Wilbur continues to go up into the wall. Must have a bad right side on that car. It's pushing him up the track. Billy Wise to the outside back in 14th position. Johnny Smith to the inside. Smith will move up into 13th. 18% tonight again. Coming into tonight's race, this driver right here. 2nd overall in the series point, and just 3 points behind the series points leader. Tough break here tonight, especially this late in the series. Gee, did make a mistake. He was credited for 8 laps, so 3 lap leaders tonight here between Axum, Hughes, and Brissett. Brissett started 9th. That's looking pretty solid. We'll have to see him get back up. He's got about 30 to 40 laps. Be able to make it happen. Axum up front now into turn number 1. He's right behind him. And Hughes is going to get loose. He's going to get loose out of 4. and just like that, from second to fifth, he falls. Jeff Wood here tonight, your pole sitter. Currently running in fourth position. Race here at New Smyrna looking a lot better than last week, and now he's going to try for an inside pass. Get around Brian Tribble. The battle for third, and Wood will have it. So he's going to move into third position. Nice, quick, aggressive move there heading into turn 4. Skull car up to third position. Issues going on with the 049. Looks to be heading down pit road as he goes to the apron. Carolina driver Chris Roberts makes his way down pit road. Started 7th here tonight. He was up into second before he had to go down pit road. Currently sitting 13th and pumping fast. Looks like it was possible fuel the way that car was rolling down pit road. Flirting with that fuel mileage on that car. Axum now with a 1.3 second lead over the 64 of Jeff Wood. Wood trying to rally that 64 car back and close the gap. Jeff Wood coming into tonight 8th in the series points, just one position ahead of Jason Hughes, guy we saw earlier in second position but got loose.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And it looks like we're going to have some more incidents here on the track. Not exactly sure what is going on here. Don't appear to see anybody that will bring everybody down pit road. Take a look from the pit exit angle. A lot of drivers head down pit road. Who's going to make the battle off? Oh, Jeff Wood overshooting the pit box. That is going to be dire to his position. Who's going to be the first off of pit road as we look at the crews work really hard. Jeff Wood only going with 2 tires, decides to go. It's his only hope at this point. Bad Bob Wells, Brian Tribble. And it looks like Kenny is going to beat Johnson off of pit road. What a battle we have got so far here, folks. Again, this is the Bump and Run Street Stock Series here at New Smyrna, race number 6 of the 8-race series. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, more race action to come your way. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. here tonight, folks. We take you back to the replay while we were at commercial break. Little incidents happening here between Matthew Hevener and Bad Bob Wells. Little damage there on the front end of Wells. Right here, Wells is going to be up. He's going to try to come down right around, getting around Hevener. Not quite clear at this point. A little bunched up 3 wide. And as a result, going to go for a spin in turn 3, heading into turn 4. Summary on your screen so far here in the 88 laps out of this 110 lap affair at New Smyrna. 7 lead changes, 8 total cautions. Person leading the most laps here tonight, Thomas Axon with a total of 32. Jason Hughes behind him with 21. AJ Brissett with 8. Jeff Wood with 3. Current top 5 as it stands: Jeff Wood, Thomas Axel, Stephen Kinney, Johnny Smith, and Brian Treble. Jeff Wood will be setting the pace when we go back green on lap number 92. Thomas Axum to the outside. Stephen Kinney, Johnny Smith, 2 rookies battling out back there in 3rd and 4th. Pace car into the pits. Into the front stretch they go, and there's the green flag. We're back to the race. Jeff Wood to the inside of Thomas Axon. Bumping and banging out of turn number 2. Oh, and some sway out of Kinney. Goes right back up before Smith can get down in 1. Smith to the outside, rallying back for 3rd position. Treble as well, and 3 wide action.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Hevener and Chris Roberts may have gotten into it. Let's get back and take a look at the replay. Hevener is going to tag Bad Bob Wells. Oh, wow. Big old pile up. Wes Holland, your series points leader, is going to be involved in this one as well. Holland trying to hold on to it, getting on the brakes, letting off the gas, possibly even downshifting to save it. So let's dial back the replay one more time at this angle. Actually, we're going to bring it in even closer and see what happened with AJ Brissett. So we're right here. Brissett was down on the apron. Comes back up. Wells is going to make contact with looks to be, not quite sure who that is on the high side there. .045. It's Don Wilbur, one of the newer guys here tonight. Question is, when we get into the backstretch here, folks, the Heaveners are really on the bumper right there. Almost want to attribute that to netcode. Way as rapid as Brissett came off of Wells' front bumper. Again tonight, folks, your race sponsors that you see here at New Smyrna, racegear.com, for the fans, by the fans. Great gear out there on the web, as well as some great racing articles. People who just love racing, check them out on the web. Racegear.com, the Wise Guys, Billy Wise's band, the number 32 car, over the top paints and designs. Check them out on Facebook. Lights off the base car here on lap 98. Get the green on the double nines. Car into the pits. Axum with the pace to the inside of Jeff Wood. Here we go.
Green flag, green
the
flag.
green flag flies, and we're off to the race. Battle between Johnny Smith and Jeff Wood. Hughes back there in 6th position, trying to rally back. And a flirt with 7 that is now Jason Covington to the inside. Jeff Wood with 2 rookies to the inside, rallying to the high side. Johnny Smith down low. There's some great racing there. Wood trying to get some momentum on the high side out of 2. 10 laps to go here tonight. It'll be 9 when Axel crosses the start-finish line. Johnny Smith able to get by. Stephen Kenny overdrives it. And around he goes.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
And some black smoke coming out of the back of that 076 car. White smoke as well. He may have blown the engine, folks. Following Stephen Kenny here. Just going to overdrive it coming out of turn 4. Too much to handle. He goes around and smacks that wall hard. These short tracks, you don't have what they call a safer barrier, an extra layer of padded protection that you'd find up in the major Sprint Cup series. So when they hit these concrete walls, that's pretty much a sign that their night is done. As we can see there, a heavy black smoke with no front bumper, radiator sticking out of that car. That may be the end there for Stephen Kenny here tonight. Race summary on your screen. Out of the 104 now completed, 8 lead changes, 10 total cautions. Top 5 as it stands, heading into with about 5 to go. Thomas Axum, Johnny Smith, Jeff Wood, Brian Tribble, Jason Covington. Light should be off the pace car. It'll be a 3-lap shootout, folks. Pace car heading into turn number 4. Axum to the inside of Smith.
Green flag.
Green flag flies. We are back to the race. 3 laps to go. Into the back stretch. Side-by-side battle. Johnny Smith. Brian Tribble's going to try for an inside pass. Door gets shut in turn 3 from Wood. Axum out ahead yet again. 4 or 5 car length lead. Next time by, we'll see the white flag. Wood, though, is coming. Into the back stretch. Jeffrey Wood trying to catch Thomas Axum. Into turns 3 and 4. Will he be able to do it? Johnny Smith pushes wide. Jason coming to the inside. White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. Doesn't look like Jeff Wood's going to have much for Axum unless Axum makes a mistake. Here we go. 2 more turns. Thomas Axum coming to the checkered flag out of 4. Will take victory here at New Smyrna. An overhead cam there at the bottom of your screen. The celebratory fireworks in the air here at New Smyrna. 71 total laps led for the 13 here tonight. Started to the outside row, or outside lane of that first row in second position. Jeff Wood started on the pole here tonight. A little flip-flop action between the two here at the end. Thomas Axum taking a victory lap. Axum's going to come down pit road. Jeff Wood there and Brian Tribble. Going to go talk live now. Coming in third place here tonight in the Coldwell Banker Chevrolet, the number 22 of Brian Tribble. Brian, tonight coming into New Smyrna, race number 6 out of this 8-race series. Hard-fought battle through the track here tonight. Tell us a little about your expectations coming into this half-mile track, and how do you feel about where you stand?
Thanks, Dustin. Yeah, we were hoping for a top 2 tonight because Axe was hard to catch. So I'm happy with the top 3. That kind of worked out.
Definitely fought your way through. A lot of animosity here tonight with a total of 10 cautions in this 110-lap affair, but you're able to survive it coming in third. Next week we roll into the Rock. What can we expect out of the 22 car?
I am super excited. I'm getting to the larger tracks. The bigger the better for me. So I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully I can pull off another top 2 and gain some more points in the championship here.
All right. Is there any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give for your third place finish tonight?
Yeah, always over the top paint and designs. All the admins that run the race, and a little self-promotion here. I am Coldwell Banker Schmidt Real Estate Company in the Florida Keys. So if you or anyone you know wants to buy property in the lovely Florida Keys, contact me.
Oh, there you go. Piece of paradise. If you want a piece of paradise as well, contact Brian Tribble. Congratulations on your third place finish here tonight, Brian. We'll look forward to seeing you next week at the Rock.
Thanks. You got it.
Going to go live now. Driver of the number 64 school car here tonight, Jeff Wood. Heck of a battle. Definitely a lot better position than last week at Southern National. You got to be happy with your runner-up finish here tonight. Although it didn't come without a little bit of drama here at this track, but you're able to survive the half-mile, finish runner-up. heading into next week. Race number 7 is going to be interesting, but tell us a little bit about your night tonight.
Yeah, definitely a bounce back evening for me after the extracurricular activities of Southern National. So I'd like to win, but Axum's a hard guy to catch sometimes. Tonight, slipping and sliding, and pitting at the right time, avoiding the cautions, working your way through the field, especially with a caution-filled night.
So what is your expectation next week when we come out of this half-mile track and head into the Rock?
Well, from one perspective of it to another, I'd like to see cautions go down, some better side-by-side racing. The guys give and take a little bit more. But for myself, always shooting to get back into contention. I think I gotta probably collect all the extra bonus points next week to even have that chance. So, that's my plan.
Well, coming into tonight, you're 42 points behind Thomas Axum. When a second place finish definitely will propel you up. It's a lot of these drivers either didn't show up here tonight or actually finished behind you. So hard work paying off here late in the race at New Smyrna. Congratulations. Any additional thanks or shout outs you'd like to give for your runner-up finish?
Yeah, you, Dustin, at Digital Forge Broadcasting, all my Loose Lug Nuts teammates. We got John Hedrick, our league boss. He does all my paints, Over the Top Paints and Design. Check him out on Facebook. Anyone interested out there on YouTube and iRacing, you can always find Loose Lug Nuts on Facebook at Facebook page Loose Lug Nuts Racing.
All right, well, congratulations again tonight, Jeff, taking that 64 car from the grid to the checkered and finishing second here at New Smyrna.
Thank you, Dustin.
Going to go live now with tonight's winner, picking up back-to-back victories here in the Bump and Run Street Stock Series. Thomas, got a chance to broadcast you on Monday nights as well in another Street Stock Series. It looks like the Street Stocks are definitely your class. How do you feel to have back-to-back victories in this series?
It's pretty awesome. This week definitely was not just no gimme. I definitely had to work for it. A lot of good racing. I did finish off this race with no incidents until after the race. Just me hitting the wall, but I didn't get caught up in nobody else's junk. I stayed at all the yellows and just kept making my way towards the front. I don't think I ever got outside of the top 7. I'm not sure, but I just took my time getting through the field and let everything play out and saw my car in victory lane.
Last week with your victory at Southern National, it propelled you up 6 overall positions to 21st in points. We talked last week about schedule being an issue. We move into the Rock next week. Can we expect to see the 13 car there?
Next week is a definite no, but hopefully maybe the week after.
The series finale. All right, well, that'll give some breathing room for some of these drivers trying to accumulate points. But is there any thanks or shout-outs you'd like to give for your victory here at New Smyrna?
Of course. Digital Forge Broadcasting, everything you do for all the leagues. Over the Top Paints, John Hendrick, awesome. Paints real nice cars. Tom Axum Trucking, teammate KR, and my teammate Ryan Kuhn.
All right, well, congratulations again on picking up back-to-back victories here in the Bump and Run Street Stock Series. Fortunately, we won't be able to catch you next week at Rockingham, but we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks at the series finale, race number 8 at Richmond.
All righty. See you then.
Well, there you have it, folks. Taking a look real quick, as you've been seeing the top 10 while we got the interviews. Take one more look at the race summary here tonight. Total of 8 lead changes, 10 total cautions here at this half-mile track. We dial up the results for you on the screen again. We had a chance to show you early on. There's your top 10. Thomas Axum, back-to-back victories, gets the win here tonight at New Smyrna. Jeff Wood in second. Brian Tribble third. Jason Covington fourth. Rounding out your top 5, the rookie A.J. Brissett second in points. 3 off of Wes Holland coming tonight will help his cause. May actually go to the points lead. We'll have to see how that shakes out as Wes Holland finishes behind him. Johnny Smith, David Johnson, Jason Hughes, Niles Clyde rounding out your top 10. Moving on back through, Craig Covington, Billy Wise, Bad Bob Wells, Shane McCurry, Don Wilbur, Danny Lawson, Stephen Kinney, Chris Roberts, Matthew Heavener, Wesley Whitfield through 20. And Charles Lar here tonight, showing up to give some autographs. Also want to give a special thanks and shout out to tonight's race sponsors, racegear.com, for the fans, by the fans. Check them out on the web. Got a bunch of great gear out there, as well as some great race articles. Find them on the web, racegear.com. The Wise Guys, Billy Wise's band, and over-the-top paints and designs by John Hedrick. Again, coming up next Friday night at 10 p.m., race number 7 of the 8-race series will be at Rockingham. You definitely want to tune in to catch that, as the points battles are only going to get more and more closer as this series comes to a conclusion. But we are off all weekend this weekend. We'll be back Monday night with the Short Track National Showdown Street Stock Series. Actually, I take that back. We're going to be live Sunday night to catch the Street Stock Series Finale Championship, and we'll be live Monday with the Modified Series. That is going to do it for us. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, folks. I'm Dustin Caldwell saying thanks for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcasting Network, and we'll see you Sunday night.